Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are reading the Manual for Teachers in Volume 3 of A Course in Miracles. This is Section 4. What are the characteristics of God's teachers? And we are on Section 3, Tolerance. God's teachers do not judge. To judge is to be dishonest, for to judge is to assume a position you do not have. Footnote 39. To judge is to be dishonest because somewhere inside we realize that we are not in a position to judge others, given that we are not all-knowing. Lesson 243 in the workbook, Today I will judge nothing that occurs, makes this same connection between judgment and dishonesty, encouraging us to practice self-honesty and thus give up judgment. I will be honest with myself today. I will not think that I already know what must remain beyond my present grasp. I will not think I understand the whole from bits of my perception, which are all that I can see. Today I recognize that this is so, and so I am relieved of judgments that I cannot make. Back to the text. Judgment without self-deception is impossible. Judgment implies that you have been deceived in your brothers. How then could you not have been deceived in yourself? Footnote 40. Normally, to be deceived in someone means that you have been taken in by appearances that are more positive than the truth. Here, when you judge someone, you have been taken in by appearances that are less positive than the truth, by his appearance of being a lowly ego, which obscures the real truth that he is God's perfect Son. See Chapter 11, Section 9 for this usage of deceived in. Judgment implies a lack of trust, and trust remains the bedrock of the teacher of God's whole thought system. Let this be lost, and all his learning goes. Without judgment are all things equally acceptable, for who could judge otherwise? Without judgment are all men brothers, for who is there who stands apart? Footnote 41. All Men Are Brothers is a 14th century Chinese novel. The reason that without judgment are all men brothers is that judgment requires that you stand apart from and above the one you judge. Judgment must come from someone better, someone incapable of being like what he condemns, above it, sinless by comparison with it. If you do not judge, you do not stand apart, and if you do not stand apart, then everyone is your brother. Judgment destroys honesty and shatters trust. No teacher of God can judge and hope to learn. And that is the conclusion of Section 3 of Section 4, Tolerance. I love you. Thank you for joining with me.